Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Asa and I'm so glad you're here with me today. If this is your first time visiting my channel, I want to give you a very warm welcome. You are in the right place if you are interested in sachet water production, practical tips for running your own business, and hands-on solutions for common factory challenges. Today, I have something really exciting and useful to share with you. So make sure you stay with me all the way to the end of this video. You won't want to miss it. So just a few days ago, I was going through the comment section of my previous videos. Of course, I do read them. I always love checking in to see your feedback, questions, and any concerns so that I can address them. And there was one particular question that kept coming up, which I felt was really important to address in its own dedicated video. Some of you ask, how do I resize my sachet water? Well, that's a great question, and trust me, it's more common than you think. So today, I'll be walking you through the simple steps on how to do just that. But before we start with the step-by-step guide, let me share a quick but very important piece of advice, especially for sachet water producers, whether you are just starting out or you're already in the game for a while. So it is absolutely essential that you, as a producer of sachet water or a business owner, take time to learn how to operate your machines yourself. I cannot stress this enough. Actually, knowing how your machines work will save you so much time, money, and stress in the long run. Someone may ask, why is this so important? Well, sometimes the technician or machine expert you usually rely on might be busy, unavailable, or working on another project. Whenever something goes wrong and you have zero idea how to troubleshoot, you're stuck and production comes to a halt, which is also time wasting. But if you have even basic knowledge about how the machines work, you can apply some quick fixes to keep things going until help arrives. Think of it as first aid for your production line. So here are a few things every sachet water producer should make an effort to learn: how to insert and fix a new roll into the machine, how to adjust and change the Teflon cloth, how to resize your sachet water to suit different sizes according to your market, how to diagnose and fix basic leakage issues. So speaking of leakages, let me quickly mention this, because some months back I received a flood of messages about leakages during production. These small issues can lead to big losses if not properly handled. So leakages can come from multiple sources. It could be a poorly fixed roll, excessive heat on the vertical or horizontal ceiling panel, or even a printing error on the roll itself. So when you understand how to detect and fix these issues, you will not only save money but also keep your operation smooth and efficient. Imagine this: you have no workers around, your family needs water, and production is halted because there is no one available. With the right skills, you can step in and get things running by yourself. All right, now let's get into the main focus of today's video: how to resize your sachet water. The process is quite actually simple once you get the hang of it. You will need two 17mm spanners and your machine's gobagcrank system. Before you start, it's best to remove the roll from the machine. Why? Because with the roll fixed in place, it becomes heavier and harder to work with. Removing it gives you more easier access and flexibility as you adjust the crank. Now, this is a step-by-step instructions on how to resize your sachet water. Locate the gobagcrank in your water machine. at the back of the crank, you will find bolt and nut. Use your 17mm spanners to remove these bolts and nuts. Once the bolts are off, you will find an inner thread mechanism. Now, to reduce your sachet water, you push the thread inward. To increase the size of your sachet water, you pull the thread outward. So I'm actually going to demonstrate how to resize your sachet water using the 17 spanner. You're always going to be using the 17 spanner to do that. Can you bring the camera here? Let me show you something. This is what we call the gobagcrank. This is the gobagcrank. It's G-O-B-A-G and then crank, C-R-A-N-K. The gobagcrank. So in order for you to reduce, oh my goodness, this grease, this step. In order for you to reduce the size of your sachet to any size of your choice, you have to do it using the gobagcrank. So there is a nut at the back. There is a nut at the back of the gobagcrank which you will use the 17 spanner to lose it. You will lose it and take this whole thing off the crank, and you start regulating. There's a regulator at the back of the crank, and you start regulating it. So bringing the nut in the middle forward increases the size. It enlarges the size of your sachet. Bringing it inward, so bringing it forward is outward, which makes it big, your sachet big, and then bringing it inward makes it small. So this machine, our first machine, has actually been set to the big size already. So we are going to adjust this machine to cut small. 330, right? So I'm going to try to. It's not easy to do it because the space is too tight. I'm going to try to lose the bolt, the nut at the back. Yeah. Just watch. Okay, so people, this is what we have at the back of the nut. So this comes first if you are fixing it, followed by this, and then the nut. Don't miss the mark. So we are going to remove also because we fixed the roll, it's a little bit heavy. And there is another nut again. This is it. You remove it, and then now you'll be able to regulate the crank. So we said bringing it in outward makes your sachet very big. You see it's coming forward, but in this case we want to make our sachet very small, more than 500 ml. So we are going to regulate it inward to make our sachet a small size. Yes, I think it's okay.
This is a big size.
No, this is so you're not listening to what I'm saying. Okay. Okay, so people, the gobagcrank has no numbers written on them. So you may not know your adjustment is hitting 500 ml or 330 ml, but you have to give it a gauge with your eye. Yes. So bringing it forward increases the size of your sachet. So if I bring it forward to, let's say, this point, my sachets will be so big, 500 ml. You will be able to determine because you'll be doing it over and over sometimes. This thing I have done it over and over, so I know when the sachet is big, when the sachet is small. So bringing it back inward is going to make your sachet small size. It's actually going to give your sachet a smaller size. So you keep regulating whilst giving it a gauge with your eye. So bringing it here, I think it's okay for a small size. Now I will start fixing it. Can you give me the light? Can you give me your light? Okay, thank you. You can let it go back. So I'll bring it. I'll start fixing it back because I'm good with the size. Okay. All right. So that's it. So anytime you're doing it, you have to gauge it.
Resizing is
you have to gauge it, and it will give you
our size small.
Yeah, this machine will cut small, the other one will cut big. So I'm going to tight my nut, and after that I'm going to give you a demonstration of the size. Here we go. Okay people, so now we have adjusted the other machines to what do you call it, to a different size. So if you look at this size, it's smaller than this size. Do you understand? So this size is smaller, bigger. So this is the first machine, right? The first machine is actually, yes, taking care of the bigger size. We made adjustments. And the second machine, bring the camera here. The second machine is also taking this size. So this is the work of the gobagcrank. Okay, if you want to resize your water, it is the work of the gobagcrank. You have to remove the nuts, then regulate it to a size you want. Actually, there is no written sizes on the gobagcrank, but you have to gauge it with your eyes, like I said. Patron, to go up?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. And that's it. Very straightforward, right? A simple process that can make a very big difference in your production flexibility. I hope you found this video helpful. If it gave you a clear understanding or helped you solve the problem you've been dealing with, please do me a small favor. Like this video, share it with others in the sachetwater community. Leave a comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or personal experience to share. Your support helps me create more valuable content for you. Thank you for watching. See you in another video. Stay safe, stay productive.